Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, I want to walk down memory lane. I kind of want to reminisce a little bit. And so what prompted this whole idea, I've had this idea in the past, but I never sat down and put together an entire video on it. But yesterday I was watching some YouTube and I was watching Jessica from Jam Beauty 89. I'm sure you know who she is, but if not, I will link her channel below. And she did kind of like a history of her channel where she had asked her viewers, much like I asked you, hey, how did you find my channel? Or how did you find me on Instagram? Like, what was your journey? And it's very interesting to me. And some of you I already knew because I've asked this question before, but I really wanted to sit down and I thought this would be a fun topic to kind of chat about things and just kind of figure out like how every single one of you stumbled upon my channel, because I can tell you right now, it's been a different journey for all of you. Now, there are some similarities that I also want to touch upon too, and I'm hoping going forward, maybe some of you who are also content creators would love to do like a collab, because that is one of the many ways that a lot of you guys have stumbled upon me. And so I want to go through, I don't have a ton of subscribers, so unlike Jessica, I will be able to read everybody's little bit of journey and kind of shout you out, and I thought this would just kind of be a fun chit-chat time. So please go over and support Jessica because she has a fantastic channel. She's doing an amazing job over there. And so let's jump into this. So I'm going to go through the comments that were left on my YouTube community tab first. If you don't know where that is located, if you go to my channel page, there are different tabs, and if you click on community, I often post little tiddly bits of things or questions or polls. So definitely check that out if you don't already do so. But the first person is Fashion L. And she writes, I think I found you while I was watching Nordstrom sale hauls. I noticed your tattoos and thought you would be a cool, fun girl to watch, and I was right. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you think I'm cool. I think I'm pretty cool. I think we're all pretty cool. And so, yeah, Nordstrom sale hauls. I'm so glad I stumbled upon shopping at Nordstrom. I'd never shopped there previously. Well, I mean, I had little kids, and so I wasn't really doing a whole lot of shopping for a season in life anyways. But when I started shopping at Nordstrom, I realized how much fun it was and how many things I really enjoyed there. So it's kind of interesting. Another reason I wanted to go over this was just to kind of get your feedback and see what types of videos that you were searching for or you enjoy watching. And I think a lot of you enjoy my Nordstrom hauls, and so I definitely will continue to post those. Patricia Paquette says, I'm not sure how I actually found you, however, I know it was makeup. I stuck around because I just think that you're lovely to watch and give honest opinions, and I trust you. I also love how you started to include clothing, wine, yay, food, lifestyle, etc. It truly feels like you're sitting with a girlfriend and just chatting. And I get that feedback from you guys a lot. And I think that's my favorite thing, that I'm able to create an environment where you feel comfortable, where you can trust me, where you feel like we're just hanging out like friends, because that is what I look for when I go to find YouTube videos to watch. And this is just really who I am. Like, I think, like, I enjoy the one-on-one with people, like my actual friends in my house. I love, getting together over a meal or having a glass of wine or going shopping. Like, those are things I treasure. And I think that's what I love most about having a channel, is being able to just completely and utterly be myself, and you guys enjoy it, and it feels like you're having a friend moment. Because maybe perhaps in your real life, like right now, your friends weren't able to hang out with you or you weren't able to go out and do that, but you can get that here. And I just feel like I want to give you all a hug because it's exactly what I'm going for. So I love that you guys are enjoying that aspect. Yvette's, I'm going to butcher your names, and I apologize ahead of time. I can get first names, but last names, not so much. Yvette says, Paraga says, I follow Marnie Goldberg, and you went shopping together. Yes, and I have a few of you who had mentioned that is how you found me, including Annie Lukey, who also has a channel. I will link hers below as well. The description box of this video is going to be a fantastic, fun place this time, because I'm going to link so many things, like videos that I mention or people and their channels and so on and so forth. So yes, Marnie had come over, this was years ago, and she had mentioned my channel, and it was a great opportunity for more people to find out who I am and come over here and subscribe if they enjoyed. Collabs just in general really help you in the sense that this person has all these people that watch them, and maybe nobody really knows who you are yet because you're a smaller channel. And it just kind of opens the floodgates too, because YouTube can, like, the way that the algorithm works is it's only going to recommend things to you based upon what you watch. So if my content is completely different from other channels you watch, you're never going to get me recommended, which is kind of sad because I like to watch a variety of channels. So my recommendations list is actually very wide variety because I watch all kinds of things. I actually mainly don't watch beauty videos, but anyways, so doing collabs together is just, it's a wonderful thing, and I'm going to get to some other people as well here. Raquel Montanez says, I was looking for MAC eyeshadow reviews years ago. I found your channel and have been watching ever since. And that's very interesting because if you go back to like earlier days of YouTube, at least my experience, there were a lot of people that were doing MAC eyeshadow tutorials, MAC eyeshadow hauls, MAC this, MAC that. And that is how I ended up with so many single MAC eyeshadows. And to this day, I still reach for them time and time again. And whenever I travel, which isn't too terribly often, but whenever I do, I bring my MAC eyeshadow palettes because I created them. I can take them out of the magnetic palettes and just bring what I want and know that the shadows I'm bringing I'm going to use. Like I don't have to commit to, say, another standalone palette and then you're probably not going to use all the shades in it. I like to be able to customize. So that's interesting. Rosie Best says, I think it was through a collab that you did. Probably. My friend Amy, she says, I feel like it was a collab, but I can't remember who it was with. And I know, Amy, we've talked about this in the past, and I was laying in bed thinking, gosh, I know it was a collab too, because we've chatted about this many times, but I can't remember specifically who it was. I was trying to think, who does Amy watch at the time that would have made her subscribe to me, because now I know who she is, and I'm thinking, who did she watch? Okay, Karen Sturgill says, I was just searching makeup tutorials on YouTube and stumbled across your channel. I was hooked from that first video I watched. Yay! That's exciting to me when I read things like that because you know that you have found somebody, at least from my experience, I know when I have found somebody, I'm gonna commit to watching initially. There's other people that it takes me a little bit to get to be like, okay, yeah, I like their channel, but I don't like all of their content. There's only a handful of people that I watched the first video and I'm like, I love your channel. And I think it's because you find like a connection with the person, not necessarily the content. And I feel more drawn to people who are really like open and able to share not just eyeshadow but like stories of their life and really relate, like you relate to them on some level. And I think like those are the people that you really enjoy watching the most, are people that you really connect with. Sarah Romana says, it was either a recommendation from Samantha March or Jen Loves Reviews. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one. I'm leaning towards Samantha. And honestly, I don't know if it was either of those people because I don't think either of those people know who I am, really, truly. But if it was, that would be extra surprising. Cassandra Johnson says, it's been years. Yes, I know, Cassandra, you've been watching me for a long time. It's been years, so I don't remember specifics, but I believe it was makeup related. I was a silent subscriber at first, but grateful to have stumbled upon you because I enjoy your wonderful personality and I love your recommendations. I purchased many awesome products off your recommendations. And yeah, of course, in the earlier days of my channel, I wouldn't even say the earlier days. I'd say after I had my channel for about a year, I started to really hone in on the makeup and beauty because I really was enjoying that aspect. Since then, I've kind of gone back to my roots and I've shared all of the things that I like, at least things that are recordable. There's many things that logistically, I don't have the camera or the lighting or setting it up, or I have family here. It's really impossible to film everything and share everything that I would like to share with you, but I try to do my best to bring, at least to my favorites videos, my wine recommendations, recipes, wines I'm drinking, things I'm watching, things I'm reading, just really me. And that was my intention in the beginning anyways, was to just have a channel where I'm sharing things I enjoyed. So if you go back to the very humble beginnings of my channel, I'm sharing, you know, even QVC, things I bought off of QVC. I used to shop a ton off of QVC because I had 2 little ones. And if I needed something or something caught my eye, I would just order it off of QVC. Okay, your YouTube name is just YA, but I know you've been a subscriber for a really long time. I can't remember your actual name, but she writes, from the oldie but goodie, Lizette's Beauty. Yes, that I would have to say was the very launch pad that kind of brought my channel, and I can't remember numbers, but my channel at the time was probably hundreds of subscribers, just like 100 and some, or less than 1,000. And she was the first person that I ever did a collab with. And I am so grateful that she even wanted to do a collab with me, because I think at the time she had about 12,000 subscribers, which was a good amount of subscribers. And I had just started, and I can't remember, I think I had emailed her and said, hey, I love your channel. I would love if you would want to. Would you want to do a collab with me? And we did a spring makeup look. I will link it below, as well as her channel. Since then, she has created her own fine jewelry line, and she has a website. And I think recently she just branched out into another website, so I will link her information below. But Emily, thank you so much for taking the time to do a collab with me. It helped my channel grow. And that's the cool thing about collabs, not just like the numbers thing, it's not even about that. It's just that people that watch this person probably are gonna like you. Like if you have similar interests, and even not all the things, but it's like it's like a puzzle piece. You bring this person with this person, everyone has their own take on things, their own view on things, and you mesh them together, and that's how people are able to get more options of people to watch, you know? So that was the very first collab that I ever did. Tracy Lee 3K says, it was quite a while ago, but I'm pretty sure one of your videos appeared on my feed and the title referenced something about wine and beauty. Long story short, your personality is what actually captured and held my attention, which led to my feeling like we could be friends in real life. Now, whenever I sit down to watch one of your videos, it's like I'm hanging out with a virtual friend. That is so great. I love that, because that is what I want to create, is to make you feel comfortable, and like we're just really friends. Like there's no reason. I've met so many of you. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, because I'm still a small channel, I'm really able to commit and to meet one-on-one and do lunch dates and I've made real friends, like lifelong real friends from this whole thing. And so there's been times where I'm like, do I even want to still do this? Because it takes a lot of time. It's completely a hobby. It's a passion, but it's expensive. It's expensive to do this. And I'm starting to feel like, man, I probably need to upgrade my camera. I probably need to update my lighting. I don't have a dedicated beauty space anymore, and I miss that. So if we move, when we move again, I would love to have my own room so I can really expand. But right now it's kind of hard because I have like family, and it's just like trying to, split hairs here. Maybe that's not the term. But anyways, I just feel like this is what I love about here, is here it's you and me, we're hanging out, and you guys enjoy it, I enjoy it, so we'll carry on. Robin Milroy says, I'm pretty sure I found you by a search for a makeup item I wanted to watch reviews on, and I loved your personality, honesty, and the wine. Now I only buy the wine you recommend, and it is always great. I love sharing my wine. I am not a wine person, like, as far as knowing, like, I'm not hotty-toddy about it. I've tried a lot of different things, I know what I like, and I share what I like, so there's that. Patricia Lippincott says, I stumbled across it and decided to watch. Subscribed, and the rest is history. I'm so glad that you guys decided to watch. It really is, it's a fun time. All right, now I'm going to go over to Instagram and read all of your comments here. So hopefully you guys aren't bored, because I think this is fun. So SH Morbin says, gosh, I wish I could remember, but it's been a long time. I know I found your YouTube channel first, just don't know how I stumbled across. But that's fine, too. It's not everyone remembers everything. But I just think this is so interesting to chat about the different paths. Kind of like in your life, like you start here, and all the people you meet and all your friends that you make, like sometimes you make a friend for a season and other times it's lifelong, but like how your paths cross, I think of it like a big, like if this were like a map and there's like all these paths and you started here and all the different people you've intertwined with and how you've affected them or something you said encouraged them along the way. I liken it to like, say, your teacher. I'm sure every single one of us can think of one teacher or more that impacted you forever. And so I think about it like that. Okay. Cindy Garcia says Nordstrom Hall 2019. So that's new. Welcome. She's a newer subscriber. Okay. C.L_Texas says, I believe the first time I saw you was with Marnie. She says she started to follow me because she thought it was kind of cool that I'm in the local area, and she said she often gets recommendations on YouTube to watch my channel. Oh, I'm glad YouTube is recommending me, because sometimes I feel like, What? XX Danielle Ray says, I'm not exactly sure. Think this was a time I was super interested in swap videos. And I searched on YouTube for swap videos and you popped up. Do you guys remember swap videos? I have actually personally done quite a few. If you'd like to watch any of them, I have a playlist of them. I haven't done one in years, but there is a playlist on my channel. I think I've done like at least 4. Okay. Courtney Landell says, I believe it was from Elise, the Bubblegum Princess, who mentioned you in a video years ago. It was when you still lived in Colorado. And yes, Elise, she also lives in Colorado. And we were able to connect and make friends and hang out. We would do dinner dates with wine, and then we go shopping over at Sephora. I miss that restaurant, Elise, if you're watching. That is like one of my favorite restaurants in Colorado Springs. That's so Sweezy. She says, I found you in 2016 looking for fall trend-inspired makeup and found your video. I've done a couple fall trend videos. I think I've done 2. I enjoyed the first one, so then the following year I did another one. I didn't do one this year. This year I kind of just fell off my wagon of all my usual fall videos. But that was a fun video. Let's see. Maddie Montgomery says, I found you by searching Target haul and I just loved your style and presentation. I need to get to Target because I love to do Target hauls too. And usually, here's the thing. I have a hard time going shopping and just buying like 2 things. Like when I get an idea for a video or like I really want to commit to going shopping, like I pretty much dive headfirst in and buy everything that they sell. Okay, Sidna says, it's been too long, I can't remember. I think I searched for a product review and found you. She's been following me, oh my gosh, since the very early days. Laura Lee DM says, I can't remember, just found you and loved watching you ever since. Thank you. Rianne Donahue says, I was searching makeup looks and your video came up. That's actually surprising because I am completely self-taught. Like, I've learned everything that I know from YouTube or watching people. I mean, I wore makeup before I made YouTube videos, but not to the extent to which I do now, which is, you know, gluing on eyeshadows. Or not gluing on eyeshadows, that would be interesting. Gluing on eyelashes, oh, Lord, that took me like 4 years to, I'm still not that great. HelloKen84 says, I don't remember how I found you. It's been a few years, but I've loved you and your content ever since. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tiffy0619 says, found you when I was looking for a product review. Your Chit Chatterdays reeled me in 3 years ago, and I've been watching you ever since. You know, when I started Chit Chatterday, it was solely me doing, like, get ready with me videos, I think. And then I just kind of branched out. Really, it was an excuse for me to let you know that it was going to be a long video. Now, all my videos are long because I love to chat. And when you're having a conversation with someone, aren't you having a conversation for longer than 15 minutes? And when you're laying in bed, at least when I watch YouTube, it's usually me laying in bed, or I'm getting ready, I don't want to have to like go and search for a bunch of videos when one stops after 10 minutes. Like, I want a long video. I'm in it. Like, I was just watching Raw Beauty Christie. I'm getting ready. She usually does very long videos, and I love it. So I will go towards her videos when I'm getting ready, because you're not going to stop in the middle of getting ready, go get your remote, go spend 10 minutes searching for something you want to listen to. Like, I just like a long video. It's an excuse for me to keep talking. Dara Beth Martin says, a few years ago when watching beauty bloggers, I believe someone tagged you or you came up on my feed, and you are so normal and you love wine, so I look for your recommendations. I'm normal. I'm just like you. I'm just like, probably put myself out there a little bit more than I should at times, but I feel like it's very important so that if I do ever meet you, and from an integrity standpoint, that what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? Like, I feel it's very important to have integrity with whatever you do, and to not, I guess they use the word sell out, but I mean, there's people watching you. Even if you think you're tricking your subscribers, you're not. People can see. People aren't dumb. You know what I mean? Like, you can see through. And anyways, What Kara Loves writes, pretty sure it was through a collaboration video you did with Elise. Collaborations are so cool because you're able to just, I don't want to say the same things over and over again, but I think they're fun. Carissa Marie 25 says, I found you on YouTube when I was in a really rough place in my life. I was going through a divorce and your videos helped me get some normalcy. Love ya. I love that too. I've had a few people say that my videos have encouraged them through something, and that's another thing I want to touch on, that I always hope that what I'm putting out there is in some way encouraging, or it makes you laugh, or it makes you feel good, I want to put stuff out there that isn't going to be a Debbie Downer, isn't going to be like, ugh. Like, I don't want to look back and be like, oh, why did I put that out there? Like, I always hope that there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, some sort of beaming goodness about my video, even if we're just talking about makeup. But that's also why I want to share stories too, because I feel like I've been there. I've been, on the floor with 2 toddlers doing the same thing over and over again, going through deployments, feeling like, is this life? Is this all there is? Like, haven't gotten dressed in, a week, haven't put myself together, don't feel like pretty, don't feel, you know what I mean? And so I feel like it's important for me to put those moments out there so that you're not alone, and that the season that you're in it's a season, it's not your whole life, it's not going to last forever, and that there is more, there's hope, there's more to come, Natalie1388 says, I had heard about Inglot shadows, and I came across your channel with your Inglot collection. If I remember right, you were by your kitchen table, and then you started filming in front of your couch. Been following a long time. Yes, because that was the very beginning of my channel. That was it was around Christmas time of 2013 that I had posted that video, and I was by my kitchen table, and I actually filmed that video with my 2 then toddlers eating lunch. So I had to do quite a few cuts because they'd start screaming or whatever, but I needed good lighting, and there was only good lighting down there, and at that age I couldn't leave them, and so I would just film when I could, even if they were in the room. So wow, thank you, you've been with me a very long time. Tracy Crabtree, I think it was a name drop by TX Mummy of Boys a long time ago. Yes, many years ago, and she's been with me since the beginning. Lauren 0825, I think I found you years ago just by YouTube suggestions, and she has met my friend Amy, and they've become friends. And so that's another cool thing too, is that people are able to meet each other and be friends. And I feel like all of my friends would actually like each other. Like, I've told them that before. I'm like, you need to meet my friend so-and-so or so-and-so, and I think you guys might actually like each other better than you like me. And I've totally said that. What's up, Christy says, I've been watching your videos for years. I can't recall how I stumbled upon you, but I absolutely love you. I love your personality. I love your content. You are so real, and I love the chatty videos you put up. They are kind of like chatting with a friend. I like your wine recommendations, and I also love that you're not 17. You are a woman with a family just like myself who has the same interests. I guess in a way, I kind of feel like it's important for us, I don't want to say I'm older, but older people than like probably a majority of people on YouTube, to continue to post content. And I personally really enjoy watching mature women. They are full of wisdom. I'm headed in that direction. I prefer to take product recommendations from, especially skincare, from those women who have probably A, tried more, B, they have life on their face. They've lived life. When you're young, it's just that you have perfect skin. You really do. I mean, you at the time won't think you do, but I would tell my younger self, your skin's amazing right now. Cherish it. Just take care of it. Don't worry about it, because it's only downhill from there, There's so many things nowadays you can do to your face, but those are expensive. We know that. It costs money. And so I really like to watch mature women because I just trust them. I feel like they know who they are. They're not willing to sell out, like they're, not all of them. I can't say all of them, but I'm thinking of a few people that they're just, it is what it is, and I love that. Okay. Chelsea C. Johnson says, looking up MAC eyeshadows. Interesting. Maybe I have to do another MAC look, huh? Hurley94 says, I found you looking for wine recommendations. I love that so many of you love wine, first of all. And it's true. Like, if you start to search for wine videos, there's not a whole lot out there. So maybe that's an avenue I should pursue even more. However, I kind of hesitate a little bit because I am just a real person buying wine and trying it. Like, I'm not educated on all the ins and outs of it. I bought the Apothic Red Blend and I love it. That was like my holy grail for years. Since then, my palate's kind of broadened and I've gone past just the fruity wines. But that's a great fruity one if you... Oh, what is that? Oh Lord, I hope this has been recording this whole time. I have no idea what that blinky thing is. Anyways, okay. I usually don't love red wine, but I find it amazing. Exactly. I think if you're new to red wine, side note, I don't know what that blinking thing was. I hope it's not something terrible. You guys, after so many years of doing this, you would think I would have this down. There's still all these random twists and turns that come up. Okay, hold on, Mom. Mom's texting me. All right. Monica Ann D says, I found you through Marnie. Desiree Dunan says, I think it was through Mallory way back in the day. Yes, Mallory 1712. I think that's still her channel name. I'm not sure. She and I did a collab back in the day. Michelle McCullough says, hi Chelsea, I found you years ago because another YouTuber had mentioned that she watched your channel. I feel like it's vital, especially for us smaller channels, to just share the love. And I've done videos in the past where I've shared who I've watched, and I'm thinking about doing that again, just to really share other channels, because I think it's very important. And I know for a fact that a lot of you have gone and subscribed to the people I've recommended too. Tina Podrat says, I found you through your wine recommendations. Magin Leenertz says, she's like, I don't remember for sure, but I think it was Marnie Goldberg. Anne-Marie09210 says, I found you years ago when I was searching for reviews on Laura Mercier lip liner in Plumberry. So long ago, but I'm still here watching. That is a very interesting thing. That is one of my favorite lip liners. I have about 6. Like, if I had to declutter my 30 lip liners, that one I would for sure include because it's a great lip color. Like, for me, it matches my lip color perfectly. Well, you coming in? Well, my little Miss Elsa here, she hasn't been with us this whole time, but I assure you, every time I film, she is in here. Who's Jenny B says, it's been so long since I found you, maybe 6 or 7 years. It's hard to remember. Maybe a recommendations video? I know for a fact that she has been with me since darn near the very beginning. Oh, hey, girlfriend, you coming in? Okay. Caregiver Patty, she says she's so glad that she found me. Cara Lura, I know you've been with me a long time. I think I found you from your Vitacost hauls. It was a long time ago. I actually think you're right. Because I remember you commenting on my Vitacost hauls years ago. I actually recently put in a Vitacost haul, or a Vitacost order, and it triggered me to be like, oh man, I used to do hauls on what I'd order from Vitacost. I'm like, should I do that again? Are you guys interested? Should we like resurrect that whole thing? Steph Henrik says, I had your video that was a makeup exchange type thing come up and I suggested it was the swap. Loved your personality and kindness, so I subscribed and followed you on Instagram shortly after. Those swaps, they were certainly fun. Brittany Roten says, Elise from the Bubblegum Princess. Beverly Wade said she's been watching me on YouTube for years, and that's how she found me on Instagram. And I think that is the end of everyone. I just wanted to include everyone. I know for sure this is a really long video. Not everyone's going to watch it to the end, but thank you guys so much. I have truly appreciated you. My journey here on YouTube has had lots of ups and downs. I've really thrown around the idea of making a video of what I've learned. But it would have to be very raw, and it would have to include things that I don't know if I'm ready to share or not. It's been an up and down thing, but the best, number one thing that has come out of it is friendships and connections with you guys. Nothing else I really even care about, because it doesn't matter. Lives matter, and you matter, and having those connections is what matters, and encouraging people, and like, just the fact that some of you say that I've helped you in some way, like, that's what matters, and that's what I wouldn't change for anything. So, what do you guys want to see? Like, what are some of your favorite things I've done over the years that you, video cut off, literally I've been talking for 30 minutes, that you guys want to see from me in the future? I will do things I've done in the past if there is interest for it. I'm really open to kind of sharing whatever, and I like to have fun. Like, the moment I stop having fun is the moment I take breaks and I'm like, okay, we're done, because this isn't a paying job for me. This is a hobby, and I want to have fun with it, and it does take time. Honestly, it takes a lot of time, and that is something that I have to spread around, you know, because I have other things in life that I do besides this, and you guys know that. So thank you so much for everything. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye, guys.